I used to take myself out on dates, open my own damn doors, pay for everything on my plate.
Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. So today's video is all about new perfumes that I've recently added to my collection. But before I start this video, please make sure you're subscribed to my channel. Kindly give this video a huge thumbs up and let me know what your scent of the day is. My scent of the day is Sand and Skin by Floraiku. This I got from my Arrows advent calendar, and this perfume is so stunning. It was launched in 2023 and it's a woody vanilla type of scent. It's got some florals as well. It's really lovely. It has good longevity. It has a note of ylang ylang, which gives it a little, it just gives it something that's quite welcoming and a little bit comforting but also sexy at the same time. I have a date with my husband and he loves this perfume on me. If you've not gotten your nose on this perfume already, please do. It is absolutely gorgeous. Sand and Skin by Floraiku. So the perfumes on this list were kindly gifted to me by some of the brands, and I'm just very grateful. More so to you all that follow me, you subscribe, you comment, you like my videos, you just give me your ultimate support, and I'm forever thankful to every single one of you out there. I'm gonna start with the niche, then I'm gonna go into designer, and then I'm gonna go into Middle Eastern, which I'm sure a lot of you guys want to hear all about. So I'm going to begin my picks with Dubai by Contes de Parfums. I absolutely love this bottle. It is so heavy. If you threw this and it lands on someone's head, yeah, they're not surviving this. This is super heavy. This perfume was kindly gifted to me by a PR company, and I have loved this perfume ever since it came out. I smelled it at Liberty here in London and I just was like, this is so beautiful. It's familiar smelling. It smells like something I've smelled before, but I'll get into the notes first. So this perfume I would describe as a sweet vanilla. It has some dates, some saffron for a little bit of spice. It's got some sweet notes and it has a note of oak moss, which grounds this perfume and it doesn't make it cloying. But in a nutshell, this perfume smells quite identical to Baccarat Rouge 540. Yes, I love that perfume. I have the Baccarat Rouge original and the extra in my collection. I love them both, but I do get a Baccarat Rouge vibe from this. But Baccarat Rouge with a lot of vanilla and a lot of sweetness, a lot of caramel. If you like Baccarat Rouge and you just, I know it's played out, I know, but this is different. This is done in a different way. I'm not saying it's a dupe for Baccarat Rouge. It doesn't smell like a dupe to me, but it does remind me of Baccarat Rouge. And for the sake of explanation, and for you to sort of imagine the scent, is Baccarat Rouge, a lot of sweetness and a ton of vanilla and caramel. That's what I get from this. Longevity is 8 hours plus. It's not a huge projector, but people around your vicinity, they're going to smell you. It's perfectly unisex, leaning a little bit more feminine. I love this. I love this so much, and I know I'm going to get a ton of use for it during the season. This is the best time to wear this perfume. Autumn, winter, and it's just beautiful. So that is Dubai by Contes de Parfums. Alright, this next perfume came in the most beautiful PR package that I've received in a very long time, and is by Granado, and the perfume is called Apotecário. That is the name of the perfume, and I have to show you how this perfume came. One moment. It came in this box. It came in this box, and you open it. You open it like this, but obviously everything in there is empty because I took it out because I was making a reel for Instagram. But I'll show you what was in there. So you have some of the notes of the perfume. So this one is black tea, and this one is cardamom. And we also have here tonka. So this is tonka. Those are the tonka beans. Oh, let me see if I can get out the cardamom actually. Oh, so that's the cardamom. Can you guys see? Yeah, that smells quite spicy, like green and spicy, and maybe a little bit minty. Yeah, this just smells like straight up tea. So that's the tea. Although it's looking like coffee, but it's like loose tea. It smells so fresh tea-like sort of scent. It's a little bit earthy as well. And I believe this little container has the top notes of the perfume, and then these are the heart notes. It's a little liquid inside there. Yeah, there we go. And then we have the base notes, which is there. So yeah, you can just smell all of these, smell them together, and you get the perfume. I just had to show you. Oh, It also came with this magnifying glass. It just makes you feel like some kind of scientist. Anyhow, let's talk about Apotecário. Now, this perfume has quite a lot of notes, but the ones that stand out to me has to be the cardamom, the leather, the myrrh, and the tonka is what stands out to me the most. This perfume is very, very unisex leaning. It's quite sweet. It's got some greenness. It has like a tobacco to it, even though tobacco is not listed. I get this tobacco-y scent, but it's like a sweet and subtle tobacco. It's a warm, spicy, a little bit leathery. It's more like a suede as opposed to leather. This is so gorgeous. If you smell it from the nozzle, it smells okay, but when you spray it on your skin, the atomizer is just, it's so stunning. It's so stunning. The cardamom is spicy, it's green, it's alluring, it's just everything. I love this perfume so much. I haven't tested out the longevity, so I don't know, but from what I smell, I think this would have a good longevity. It's got a punch about it, which I just really love. This is a new release, and the perfumer is Quentin Biche. So you know what to expect with Quentin. He makes one of the best perfumes ever. I actually am going to do a video on the Quentin Biche perfumes that I really love and ones that I have in my collection. But yeah, this perfume is stunning. Definitely get your nose on it if you can. So now we'll move on to the designer perfumes. There's only 2 on this list. So I have Babycat by Yves Saint Laurent. Now this was sent to me by YSL. I am so grateful because I love this perfume. I already have it in my collection, but I wasn't sure if this is the same as the one that I have in my collection. Let me get the bottle. So this is my Babycat, and this is in a 50 ml. And I love this perfume. It's a vanilla heavy. It's quite spicy. It's quite smoky as well, a little bit incensey. It isn't the most friendliest in the opening. You get a bitter, really strong opening before you get to the vanilla. It takes some time to get to the vanilla, but I love it nevertheless, and I find that it's super long lasting. But Babycat Raw Bourbon, this is called, it smells honestly exactly the same, but I find that the differences is probably more to do with longevity and the toned down spiciness. Now this is so gorgeous, exactly as I've described this one, but the vanilla here comes out way quicker. The moment you spray it, you don't have to search for the vanilla because it just is there. And I find this to be more potent and more long lasting. Now, if this is a reformulation of this, then they've done a fantastic job with this one. I am glad I have both in my collection. There's no need to layer them because they smell more or less the same, but this one is more vanilla and is a lot more long lasting. But yeah, I'm really happy to have this. This is 125 ml, so I am going to get my vanilla life this autumn with my Babycat by YSL. So this perfume is one that I've smelled on so many women in person, and I've always thought it was a masculine kind of scent because of how the bottle comes. So this is Spicebomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf. This perfume, I've smelled it so many times and I've complimented women on it, but I know it's one that men seem to talk about more. If you are someone that likes vanilla, tobacco, and whiskey, you are going to love this. I am obsessed with this. Now, the opening is a bit punchy. The opening is like strong. Oh, I love the atomizer. The opening is strong and cinnamon, and I think it has cumin as well, which I don't detect that much, thank goodness, because I'm not the biggest fan of cumin. But yes, this is tobacco heavy. It is smoky, it is spicy, it is sweet, it is vanilla. It is amazing. I absolutely love this, and the longevity is literally all day long. I wore this to work on Thursday, was it Wednesday, and I didn't have to reapply this perfume. It smells amazing. I am so happy to have this in my collection. It is another one that is perfect for this time of the year. Spicebomb Extreme by Viktor and Rolf. Now the next perfume is Stronger With You Amber. I actually thought this was a new release, but it's not. This actually came out in 2023. Another one that is sort of fits in the same category as the last perfume I spoke about. This is an ambery vanilla. This has that designer perfume DNA. So I don't love it as much as I do the Viktor and Rolf Extreme. Only because I feel like this one leans a little bit more masculine. It's quite aromatic in the opening. A tiny bit similar to the new perfume by Usher. So it's similar to this one by Usher and Ralph Lauren. And my husband wears this all the time. Let me just... Yes, yes, and yes, and yes. They are so identical. It is unbelievable. This is very masculine leaning perfume. So if you like this, you're going to love that one. This is pretty new, but I've been seeing this all around Instagram especially. I think the guys really love this perfume. My husband does, and I love the way it smells on him. But yes, back to the Stronger With You Amber. It is really ambery, but you get that more in the dry down. But to me, it opens up more aromatic, more fresh, which means you can wear it all year round. I will still wear this, but I may just layer it with a little bit more vanilla just so I can get that right from the first spray. I was actually expecting this to smell a lot more like Grand Soir by MFK. I know that's me, you know, that's a stretch, but this is also an ambery vanilla, but they are very different. But yes, this Stronger With You is also got some lavender, which I have a slight issue with, but it's not too prominent. It's not. Let me smell this again actually. It smells really good. It smells really, really good. Again, another one I'm not sure of the longevity, but just overspray this. This will be a really good present for your partner, and it's definitely a perfume you can share with your partner. So that is Stronger With You Amber. So now we can move on to the Middle Eastern perfumes, starting with Rayhann Divine. Now, this perfume has notes of peony, it has rose, I believe, it has vanilla, it's got lychee, and it is meant to be copying Attrape Rêves by Louis Vuitton, which I have in my collection. And do they smell alike? Yes. Not in the air right now because Stronger With You and all of the perfumes I sprayed, they're all mixing together and giving it something else. But I know this does smell similar to Attrape Rêves, which I have in my collection. This is my Attrape Rêves. Now, I did a test this morning. I smell both of them. And in the initial spray, they smell exactly the same. The only difference is in the dry down. I think the dry down here is a lot more smoother. It's smoother to the nose. It's just classy. Whereas this is a little bit sharper in the base, but the opening is not too alcoholic. It's quite smooth in the opening, which surprised me. And this is, I want to say, less than £40. And this was sent to me by DXB. So if you are in UK or Europe, you can get this. So yeah, if you don't want to get Attrape Rêves, you find it too pricey, I can say with full confidence that you're going to love this if you like this one. And I really like it. I would not trade the original for the dupe. I wouldn't. But if I couldn't afford this and I really like the scent profile of this, I would definitely get this. I think it's really, really lovely. So that is Rayhann Divine. Next, we have one of the brightest perfume bottles I've ever seen. This is Mango Ice. I love this bottle. I think it's so, so pretty. This perfume is by Orchid. And I really love the bottle. I really do. Now, this perfume is identical to God of Fire. And I like the perfume. I'm not the biggest fan of mango scents, but this one's really nice. It's a tropical, a little bit spicy because it has ginger. The only note that bugs me in this is licorice, but it's not too heavy. Let me just remind myself because, yeah, I get it ever so slightly though, but because I'm sensitive to that note, I could smell it. Yeah, I can smell it more even now. But if you like a gingery, tropical mango scent, this is really lovely. It also has vanilla and caramel and rhubarb. People say it's identical to God of Fire. I don't think they are identical. I think there are things about it that reminds me of God of Fire, but I don't think it compares particularly. But if you want like, okay, smelling a bit like custard now. Guys, wait, give me a second. Let me get my nose right. So it has a custardy scent to it. It does. There's this perfume by, oh my goodness, I forgot the name of this brand. I bought the perfume and I had to return it because it had a custardy thing. And I get that mostly when there's rhubarb in the perfume. So if you're sensitive to rhubarb, you're sensitive to licorice, maybe stay away. But if you like a tropical mango with a little bit of those facets in it, then you can definitely check this one out. I know people love this all over TikTok, Instagram. I know people love it. I don't love it. I like it a lot. And I think for the price, you'd be impressed with it. I think anyone will be impressed with it because it doesn't have, for me, it's the sharpness that gets to me with a lot of the Middle Eastern perfumes. And this one doesn't have that. So it gets points just based on that alone. But yeah, check this one out, guys. I will leave the DXB website in my description box below. So check it out. And the price, I think this is like, don't quote me, but it's less than £40. So this is a really, really good value for money. Mango Ice by Orchid. Now the next perfume is by Oud Elixir and this is called Zara. Now this perfume is not available anywhere online. You can't really check out the notes unless you go into DXB's website where they have the notes. It's a very, very beautiful perfume. Beautiful. I was shocked. I was really shocked by this. Now this is very, 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 and it takes a lot for me to say it is very identical to Les Sables Roses by Louis Vuitton. Go and smell that perfume. It smells like this. The opening, the mid, the dry down, everything smells exactly like this. The only difference is the roses in that perfume is a little bit more natural smelling. It smells a bit more natural and you get a little bit of refinement, which is expected. But yeah, if you can't afford that perfume or you don't want it and you like the scent profile, get this. Trust me, get this. Blind Buy Safe blew me away. You guys already know this. I don't have many Middle Eastern perfumes in my collection, but the ones that I do love, I will come out and say, you know what, this is beautiful, and this is one of it. Check it out if you can. Oud Elixir Zara. So out of all the perfumes I mentioned today, my absolute favorite is Dubai. It really is, guys. If you can check this perfume out, please do let me know your thoughts. If you have this perfume in your collection, comment down below. I want to know all about it. I love this. To be very honest with you, every single perfume I've mentioned, I will absolutely wear. But I know I'm going to rinse this one out during this time of the year. But before I go, I would like to ask if you guys want to see a body care video. I've added a few body lotions and body creams to my collection. And if you want to see a dedicated video on all of those body lotions to get you from, you know, dry skin to moisturized skin, let me know. I got the new caramel one from Fenty, and if you want me to talk more about it, just comment down below. I would love to. There's so many others that I've purchased because in the winter my skin is just it needs help. It needs help because it gets really dry. So I do everything I possibly can to get my skin looking right for winter. So if you want to see a video on the moisturizers that I use, let me know. Just general body products, comment it down below. So my lovelies, that is it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to comment, like and subscribe, and I cannot wait to see you all in my next video. Bye.